Hello everybody, this is John from doing an Arc. Today we're doing an Archetype review. So today I'll be discussing the Harpy ladies. I decided to actually do this because Dueling Arc just recently added new cards, and as you can see, they added 3 new cards to the Archetype. So I felt like I should probably do an Archetype review for you guys. So the problem about this deck and doing an Archetype review about this deck would be because Dueling Arc and technically the rules of the game do not allow you to have more than 3 copies of Harpy Lady, and since there are technically monsters in the archetype that consider themselves Harpy Ladies, it doesn't, their effect says that they're considered Harpy Ladies. Let me just show you. Right here, there's 3 Harpy Ladies right here already. I can only show you 3 at a time inside the main deck right here, but I have the Harpy Ladies right here just in case I wanted to talk about them. So let's just get right to it. So we have first of all Harpy's Pet Dragon. This effect, this card can gain 300 attack and 300 defense for each face-up Harpy Lady on the field. Well, actually, it doesn't necessarily say face-up. It could technically be face-down probably. I don't really know the ruling for that. Then we have Harpy's Lady Sisters. This card cannot be normal summoned or said. This card can only be special summoned by the effect of Elegant Egotist, which is right here, which this card, I'll just read it for you now. You can only activate this card when there is a face-up one or more face-up Harpy Ladies on the field. So summon 1 Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady Sisters from your hand or deck. So this card is actually really good because it swarms all the time, and you can activate more than 1 per turn, it looks like. So then we have Harpy Queen. You can discard this card to the graveyard to add 1 Harpy's Hunting Ground from your deck to the hand. This card's name is treated as Harpy Lady while it is on the field or in the graveyard. So technically, in the hand or in the deck, it does not consider itself as its name, a Harpy Lady. However, with Harpy Lady 1, 2, and 3, their name they're always Harpy Lady, no matter where. So you can put it in your hand, and there are some cards that would actually affect that. I'll talk about them later. Then we have Cyber Harpy Lady. This card's name is Harp Lady. That's another effect. Well, basically, the reason why they made this card is because, well, actually, I'm not really sure why, but this card, it's just basically 500 more. It's like a Harpy Lady combined with a Cyber Shield. So then we have Birdface, which is not really a Harpy Lady part of the deck, but it does have an effect that affects Harpy Ladies. When this card is sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, you can add 1 Harpy Lady from your deck to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So then we have the new card, Harpy Channeler. Channeler, I guess. You can discard 1 Harpy monster, except Harpy's Brother, which actually is kind of part of the archetype if you want to consider it. I don't know. They don't consider Harpy's Brother a part of the deck. But I guess I think it is because it should be. I don't know. So let's just go on. Special summon 1 Harpy monster from your deck, except Harpy Channeler or Harpy's Brother. You can only use this effect of Harpy Channeler once per turn. If you control a dragon type monster, this card's level becomes 11, so it works with Harpy's Pet Dragon. So then we have this card's name is treated as Harpy Lady while it is on the field or in the graveyard. So then we have Harpy's Pet Baby Dragon, which is probably one of the most powerful cards in this deck. Channel is actually really powerful, and another new card, Hysteric Sign, is really powerful. So this card gains effects based on the number of Harpy monsters you control, other than Harpy's Pet Baby Dragon and Harpy's Brother. If there's one on the field, your opponent cannot select Harpy monsters you control as an attack target, except Harpy's Pet Baby Brother and Harpy's Brother. Jeez. If there are 2 on the field, double the original attack and defense of this card, and then if there are 3 on the field, once per turn you can destroy 1 card your opponent controls. So as you can see, the Harpy's Dragon part of the deck, that's their main thing, having a bunch of Harpies on the field and then getting their effects. In this case, Harpy's Pet Brother, Dragon. I keep saying Brother. Dragon gains attack, and this card just gains certain effects. So then we have the 3 normal monsters. There's no effects, but whatever. And then we have Cyber Shield, which is a really old card inside the deck, and no one really uses it, unfortunately. Equip only to a Harpy Lady or Harpy's Lady Sisters, it gains 500 attack. Then we have Elegant Egotist, which I already talked about. And then we have Harpy's Hunting Ground, which is a search card with Harpy Queen. When a Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady Sisters is normal summoned or special summoned, destroy one spell or trap card on the field. And since it doesn't say you can, it's mandatory. So if you have Harpy's Hunting Ground and you normal summon like a Cyber Harpy Lady, and Harpy's Hunting Ground is the only spell / trap card on the field, you have to destroy Harpy's Hunting Ground. Then we have Harpy's Feather Dusters, which is the only banned card inside this archetype. Destroy all spells and trap cards your opponent controls. As you can see, that's a little too broken, so they got rid of it. Oh, I just noticed that you can see underneath the Feather Duster is a trap card. Wonder if I can find that name. 500. I think it's 500. Well, anyway, I'll look it up later. I'll probably put it at the end of the video. So then we have the new card, which I talked about earlier. When this card is activated, add one Elegant Egotist from your deck or your graveyard to your hand. So during the end phase, if this card was destroyed by this turn, add 3 Harpy monsters with different names from your deck to your hand, except Harpy's brothers. You can only use this effect of Harpy Hysteric Sign once per turn. So as you can see, this card is really good. So I'll give you like an example why the destruction portion of this card is really good. So you have a face-up Harpy's Hunting Ground, and you also have a face-up Hysteric Sign. So you just like normal summon a Cyber Harpy Lady again, and then destroy the Hysteric Sign since you kind of have to destroy something on the field. So you might as well destroy the sign, and then you get to put 3 different Harpy Ladies from your deck to your hand. That's pretty good. So Triangle Ecstasy Spark. Until the end phase of this turn, the attack of all Harpy Lady Sisters becomes 2700. Your opponent cannot activate any trap cards, and the effect of every trap card on your opponent's side of the field is negated. Now for the trap cards, we have Griffin Wing, which is basically just the card that negates the Harpy's Feather Duster. And then the last card in the trap and spell card area, discard 1 card from your hand, summon as many Harpy Lady cards. And that says cards, and since this card, wait, Harpy, let me see here. Ah, darn, you can't special summon this card. Oh well, I was about to say that you can special summon this card since this is the new Harpy card, XYZ monster, but since it says Harpy's pet, it technically now Harpy Lady. So anyway, Harpy Lady cards as possible from your graveyard. When this card is removed from the field, destroy all the monsters that were special summoned by this card's effect. And now for the XYZ monster, Harpy's Pet Mirage Dragon. It requires 2 level 4 Winged Beast type monsters. This card's effects can only be applied / resolved while it has an XYZ material. This card can attack your opponent directly. Your opponent cannot target another Harpy monster you control for an attack or card effect. During the end phase, during each of your end phases, detach 1 XYZ material from this card. So you can do quite a bit of damage. You can do like 4,000 damage actually within 2 turns with just using this card. And now for the Harpy Ladies that I can't really show you in the extra deck. Harpy Lady 1, this card's name is always treated as Harpy Lady. All wind monsters gain 300 attack. Harpy Lady 2, this card's name is always treated as Harpy Lady. Negate the effects of any flip effect monsters that this card destroys by battle. And now the last one, I believe it's the last one. Yeah, this card's name is always treated as Harpy Lady. Your opponent's monster that battles with this card cannot declare an attack for your opponent's next 2 turns. This one's actually not that bad, but anyway, that's basically the archetype. They just basically work with the Harpy's pets and then Swarm because of Egotist and a lot of hand control now because they added this card. Other than that, I can't think of too many variants of this deck. I can think of a rabbit variant I've heard once, and that's really about it. I think you can do like a chaos variant with a dark smorg. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned anything. If you guys have any other archetypes you guys want me to talk about, I'll be glad to talk about them. And I'll see you guys next time. Merp.